What's happening, people? Welcome to Saeed TV. Welcome to another episode, the last preview of the season. Can you believe it? On a Friday night, man, before the Europa League, last preview of the Barclays Premier League season.
Let's just fast forward, forget the Premier League and go to the Europa League.
Exactly, all that, mate, all that nonsense, man. Well, big up to everybody who's tuning in right now. This video sponsored, as you can see, by Lebom. Shout out to Lebom for sponsoring this video. Make sure you go check them out. Link in the description. It's 18 and over to play. You have to be UK based, and essentially it's a football predictor app. You and the lads can all put a little bit of money in, and whoever wins the predictions this week make the win. So this week, there's all the games happening this week, so make sure you go check it out. I've not won yet, man. Lee Chappie, can you believe it, right? Has won 2 times in a row. Can you believe it, Adam and Statman? I can't believe it, but you get me. He's won it twice in a row, so I've got to win this week, so make sure you go check it out, people. Link is in the description. Lebom, make sure you go check it out. 18 and over and have to be UK-based. But let's get into it, man. Coupe de France. Apparently, a lot of people are coming in for you there, Statman. You know what I mean? Pochettino's 2 trophies now.
Listen, all I'm saying about that trophy, PSG have won it 5 times in the last 6 years. It is nothing special. That was the bare minimum for PSG.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. You feel me?
And
Everyone's coming at you.
And before anyone says, "Oh, an argument couldn't win the DAP Pokal," it's different. Leipzig have never won that trophy in their history. PSG have won it 5 times in the last 6 years.
Come on, man. How you doing anyway? Everything all good though, Statman?
I'm ill right now. I don't know what's happened.
What's happening, man? You know what I mean? What's going on?
The weather's just got to me the last couple of days. Nah. Just a runny nose now.
All right, say no more. Hope you get better, man. Hope you get better. Adam, listen, rain, mate. You know what I mean? We've given the whole of the UK rain, man. They feel how we feel every week now, don't they?
Mate, tell me. It is just... I've never known such a crap, mate. You know what? Last game of the season, it was always dead hot and sunny, wasn't it, mate? You know what? It was known for it. We were talking about the FA Cup final last week. Every time the FA Cup final was on, it was raining. Sorry, it was sunny. It was hot. And I don't know what's happened this year. It's just gone to pot. This month of May has been absolutely shocking. So, yeah, not enjoying it. Not enjoying the month. The football's been crap the last couple of weeks. And my washing machine is about to go into a super spin. So here comes the mute button.
Big up to you. Big up to Mooch for the super chat. He goes, put this 5 towards loose shoes for Statman. He's a bit muddy. Big up the panel. All right, they're coming for you, man. They're coming for you, bro. They're coming at you right now.
Let's see what happens on Sunday if PSG win the league.
Yeah.
Because right now, the way everything's going for me, it's just looking peak right now. So hopefully Poch does not win the league on Sunday.
Absolutely. Those, I don't know what you're on about, mate. It rains every day in Manchester, and I can't be asked, mate. I can't be asked. You know what I'm trying to say? So, listen, you see my Snapchat today, but I just had enough in it. I just had to air it out and just tell the people I've had enough. But anyway, let's get on to bigger things, man. Where do we go, man? You know what I mean? This season, Adam, I'll start with you first, man. We're running out of ideas, man. By the way, as well, man, that Tuesday night, mate. Oh, my days. Good to be back here, but I tell you what, man, the football is shite. That's all I can say. The football.
Man got Saeed swearing. He's been back to one game, and he's
one game. Yeah,
he's done.
Honestly, I was looking at the sky. I was looking at do you know the what they call it, the scaffolding and all that, mate, and the bloody roofs, right? They got cobwebs all over it. It's dirty. It's minging, and that's what I was looking at, thinking, bloody hell, man. Look at this dirty stadium. That's all I was doing. The football was terrible. You know what I mean? Like,
it was.
God.
I think the fans got a taste of what this season's been like, really, hasn't it, mate? It was a moment of brilliance, again, from 2 of our best players.
Yeah.
And the rest of it was the same old. It was, hopefully, not a dress rehearsal for when we play the next team in yellow. Let's put it that way. Because then it will all kick off then, won't it, if this happens again next week. But the game, mate, like you said, mate, I was gutted I couldn't go, but watching it, I didn't really miss much. I think it was just the feeling of being back in your seat, the feeling of actually walking up to the stadium, the buzz, the smell, everything about that. That's what I miss. But we all know that football's not going to change. It hasn't changed for 3 years, really. Except we have got a very, very dangerous team right now. When they turn it on, can take any team in the world apart. We know this. It's just the inconsistency of this team that winds the hell up out of everyone. And he's already Ollie's come out and he's already said it's not looking good for Maguire. Martial can't make the final, but don't worry. McFred are okay. It's okay, people. McFred are fit and will be okay for the final. I'm just like, I give in. We're going to get the swan song for Espirito Santo at weekend. Wolves aren't winning how many weeks? You know they're going to beat us at weekend just to send off, Espirito, and we're going to go into that final and we're going to need some character and balls, mate. And I just hope some of our big-time players locate theirs and pull us out the bag for this one game just to get this trophy in the bag, man.
Listen, it's desperate times, desperate measures. Apparently, Chukwueze's back. Is that true, Statman? Is he back, Chukwueze?
Well, I have no idea. But let's be honest here. You see the Harry Maguire thing? I do think that is a little bit of a bluff from Ollie. I do think he will be fit for the final. Because I think yesterday... No, but you see with Ollie, what I say, he does rush players back in it. And I think he's seen in the last couple of weeks how important Harry Maguire is to Manchester United. And I think yesterday was off his cast. We've seen it with... Remember Ollie with Pogba against Rochdale, I think he was, last year. When I think he had a little bit of an ankle problem and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still played him and he actually got injured. We see it with Rashford. He continuously plays him with an injury. So I do see Harry Maguire coming back for the final.
This is it. He's sort of got that. Still got that player sort of vibe about him, Ollie, hasn't he? He's sort of got that. You know what? It's like, boss, mate. I'll just inject me. I'll be all right. I'll play. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. He's not got that ruthlessness.
No.
About
but you see Maguire,
the
injection thing. He's also done it last season. I think during the February time, there was reports that Maguire was playing with injections. So I can see it happening.
I think it's a no-go. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can't risk having Maguire play. You know what I mean? When he was on, literally, he was holding on to dear life on crutches, mate. You know what I mean? And at his strap. And when it's come off now, yes, it might be, but it's different from walking and running. You know what I mean? You've got to be...
Don't worry, Said, mate. Phil Jones was there to give him a bit of a...
Oh, my God, man. No, I mean, Phil Jones, man. Bloody hell, mate. That guy's got 9 lives, man. I don't know what happened to him, mate, but for me, it's terrible. But Statman, man.
The man's a sponge, mate. He's a sponge.
I'm telling you, man. You know what I mean? He's just earned his money, man. Can you blame him when Man United don't have any accountability? You probably cannot, man. You know what I'm trying to say? But Statman, man. Have we run out of ideas, though, in terms of, like, you know, at the minute, Fulham, man, for me, second half, they outplayed us. I think our form, yes, it's down to the fixtures or whatnot, but also it's down to the fact that we've been getting results, but not necessarily playing well. And it's like, it's come crashing at the wrong time of the season, man. The crunch time of the season when you need a bit of form into a final. You need a bit of players on confidence. Right now, I can name you Cavani, maybe, that would say he's feeling the buzz right now. You know, he scored at Old Trafford, front of Stretford End. Unbelievable goal, by the way. He's the only one that's confident. Everyone else, man, it's hard to say.
But one thing I say about that is, you see throughout the season, we have not played well. We just get results. Maybe these last couple of weeks, it's been a bit dodgy. But what I say to the last couple of weeks, let's look at the context. Liverpool, fair play, did outplay us. The Roma game, we are through anyway. The Leicester game, we played Anthony Elanga and Diallo. I think that just says it all. So I don't think it's as bad as like one win in last 5 suggests. But at the same time, like in a final, you obviously want a good run going into the final. You want to be confident because the thing is here. Look at that starting 11. How many of those players have won a trophy? Cavani, Pogba. Who else?
Pogba, yeah. You know what I mean? But then again, De Gea, yeah. That's right.
But just looking at that, it's probably single-handed. So you just need everything going your way. You need the confidence. And this run, some of these players will play with their head down. We know McTominay. If McTominay gets under a bit of pressure, he's going to bottle it. We've seen it.
Yeah,
absolutely. These players haven't played at the biggest occasion, these finals. And also going with that, we got a coaching staff. We've seen in the big occasion bottle it every single time. 4 semi-finals we've lost under Oli.
Adam, man. When you looked at the game yesterday, when everyone just looked like not asked and whatnot, that can creep in for me to games, because then, you know what I mean. If certain things are not happening, and the way Fulham play, they're a relegated team, and I thought little day out for the fans. You know what? They'll be up for it. They'll give something to the fans. But when they got that goal, mate, normally you say 2-1, United could get one back, but we just looked like we just ran. I don't know if we're out of steam, out of ideas. Players are tired now. You know what I mean? A lot of games for these players. Pogba was tracking back for how many games now on the left-hand side, and then he got put into the middle of the park, ineffective. So it's like, I don't know. I really don't know, man.
No one really knows, mate, do they? I mean, Ollie says at one point we shouldn't be in the actual conversation for the title. Then he holds the microphone up and says we're not where we should be. I mean, there's only one place left to go, Ollie, and that's number one, because you've already got second nailed on. So sometimes I look at him and I go like that. I go, they look over to that coaching staff and they look for an instruction or some information or how to change it. And I've said it many a times before, when you've got that many people coming down to the side, like then there's 4 of them. When he eventually does get off his ass, he comes down. Carrick's had his go, McKenna's had his go, Phelan's had his go. Is it any wonder that these players are all like, which way we got? What we do? It doesn't look like the guys on the sideline know what they're talking about, because every time they do try and implement something, or someone comes out and says something, things just get worse on the pitch. We've seen it with making a substitute, bringing Rashford on against Leicester when we've got a corner against us.
I know.
That's just a simple rule of football. You don't make a substitution when you're defending a corner. Oh, there you go. United set piece. Add that to the 38% or something that Statman will confirm we've conceded from set pieces this season. Why change it when you've got a corner to defend? Sometimes you look at the basic stuff that they do on the sideline and you go, is it any wonder why the players on the pitch, as good as they are, and it's quite clear sometimes when they do a bit of individual brilliance, it doesn't look like it's from a phase of play or a continuous bit of pressure. It's out of the blue. It's out of the blue. And that's why I said at the start, we are a lethal team. Absolutely lethal.
It's how you use them.
The right combination and the right mixture will absolutely destroy teams. Yeah. But it's like we stumble upon it by mistake, and then we get a little bit of a run off it, and then it fizzles out again. Then we do it again, fizzles out again. And it's done that now 2 seasons in a row. It has done it 2 seasons in a row now. And still, I'm looking at it going, I want phases to play. I want continuous pressure. I want it pressure to pay, and we actually score a goal from it, instead of all of a sudden out the blue and the game changes, because every time we score a goal, the light bulbs switch on. Yeah. But we shouldn't be relying on that. It should be a continuous plan. But that is it. And when you ask then, are we out of ideas? Are we lacking fitness? Are we lacking sharpness? It could be a mixture of everything altogether, mate. It really could. And that's not just the team. That's on the bench as well. Because he doesn't know how to change it in terms of bringing a player on to change the shape. That's quite clear. But I'm looking at it going, he's his own worst enemy because he keeps playing the McFred combination. We've got a low block coming against Villarreal. It's perfect to play Pogba in the double pivot, because you're not going to get high pressed, which everyone knows is where Pogba sometimes makes his mistakes. It's the perfect opportunity to say Greenwood, Cavani, Rashford, Bruno, with Pogba and
how are you confident you not
behind it? Yeah. I'm not confident.
That's the problem, though.
I think he'll play McFred. I think he'll play McFred, and he doesn't need to. We need to control the ball, because Villarreal are going to give it us. It's what we do with the ball that's going to count. And I just think we'll be a bit more creative with Pogba in the double pivot.
Yeah. But I think all he's thinking is, because Maguire's out, you need to protect the back four even more. So I think McFred will definitely start.
But straight away they'll start, mate. It's like, they haven't been to a final ever.
Yeah.
We're talking about bottling the big occasion. We should implement our style of play on them, but straight away we're on the defensive. And that has to play into the players' minds, sure.
Absolutely.
But with the Pogba thing, what I'll say to that, remember the Europa League semi-final last against Sevilla? I know we lost, but we actually played very, very well with a midfielder, Fred, Pogba and Bruno.
Which one's this one?
The Europa League semi-final.
Seville game.
Yeah, Sevilla, yeah.
We played very, very well in that. We were very unlucky to lose. And that was with Pogba in the pivot. So maybe against Spanish teams, when the tempo's a bit slower, Pogba in the pivot will do fine.
But against a Premier League team who have Kapui, they're going to make it difficult. My thing is, man, you know what I mean, is the level of dropping in performances where, you just don't know I don't know what I'm going to get. And normally going into a final, you can pick out battles, you can pick out certain things and whatnot. But at this minute, it's like, we don't know a convincing style of play that we're going to go into the final, Statman. And that's my worry, you know what I mean? Like, you can only for me, freestyle for so long, and in a one-off game, Statman, that's probably the worst time to do it, because at the end of the day, they'll have a game plan. They know what we're gonna do. Villarreal know what we're gonna do. Double pivot, maybe Twanzebe and Lindelof. They know what we're gonna do, and literally, Unai Emery just has to go for a low block and then hit us on a break, and as simple as that.
Because the thing is, Unai Emery is a very good coach. I know people say he flopped at Arsenal, but he actually did it right. Looking at Arsenal where they are right now. He's done decently well at Villarreal. He's done well at PSG and Sevilla before. He's a very good coach. But at the same time, what I'd say to this with the freestyle football thing, we've been playing freestyle football this entire season, and we still got results for the most part. So it's kind of like, I'm not.
What about the Carabao Cup? What do they call it? The FA Cup as well, man. That was a key one as well, man. We played a kind of I don't know what was that. What was that game, by the way? What was the starting 11 for that game?
He made all the changes, didn't he?
There you go.
5 changes.
Did we have a big game after that or something? Or what did we have?
No, it was the international break. I remember that now.
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say, people.
No, but at the same time, we've seen this throughout the season. I'm worried. I'm not worried at the same time, because I know this is how United play. We might get the result. But at the same time, I know we're never going to see a consistent style of play.
Are you relying on the expectancy, though? Are you relying on the expectancy of Man United should go over the line? Is that what you're relying on more? So that's what I'm relying on.
On our first 11 is better than Villarreal's first 11. I think their coaching staff is better, their manager is better, but I trust this 11 more than I trust their 11.
Yeah,
but it's one of them, Adam. You know what I mean? You know yourself. You know what I mean? Like Sunday League teams and whatnot, you can literally go over there and be like, "Oh, they're better than us. They're a division above us. They're better than us." And I'm not trying to compare Sunday League to actual football, but sometimes you can say, "Right, they've got quality players all over the pitch." And then you have the manager who comes in, Emery, and thinks, "You know what? That player Bruno there, we nullify him. We target Lindelof. We target Wan-Bissaka in terms of the high line and whatnot. Him trying to come out." Positioning,
because we saw it against Fulham again.
Say you're right without even realising it there, because that rule that you just described there runs through the whole football pyramid. Prime example, it may seem a bit extreme at the moment, but Alfie's team who plays at weekends, the week before we played a team and got beat 5-1, and there was a kid up front who's on another level. At that age group, you can get that. They're very different players, they were just finding the feet, and this guy was just 2 levels above everyone else on the pitch. So next game we went and played them at their place. I literally got the defense together. I just said, look, that guy there, take care of him, you take care of this team.
Yeah, we
won 2-1. Different game altogether. He got frustrated. This is what Unai Emery will do. It's the basics of football management. It is simple. You take out the threat and look at the weaknesses.
Yeah.
Everyone knows why Fred gets all the ball on the edge of the box. Everyone knows why Wan-Bissaka is always free. It's not rocket science, people. They can't pass for shit. They're less danger than the other United players out there. As harsh as it sounds, it's reality. They haven't got that killer pass. Yeah, other qualities you can argue, but when a team is setting up to defend against United, why do Fred and Wan-Bissaka always get more of the ball? And McTominay as well. Why do they get more of the ball? Because they're not as much as a threat as our other forward players. It's as simple as that. Teams will take Bruno out. They will try and nullify Pogba and probably Rashford. They will look where they can minimise the damage. It's a law of averages. If you give the ball to the players who aren't as good and as lethal in one team, there's less chance of them scoring a goal. And it's that what Unai Emery will do. If United come into I don't see them pressing us high. As soon as we step foot into their half, that's when we will see. That's when we'll see Emery's tactics. We know what's coming. We've seen it against Arsenal in the semi. We know exactly how they're going to play it. And for me, we just have to be on that next level. And Cavani is my hope, because you cannot mark all of them out the game. And like Statman said then, we have some big players. He trusts in this team, and he's dead right. He trusts in his team to get past Villarreal, because they haven't got enough to man-mark all of our players. And one of our players will turn up and win us this game next Wednesday. That is my feeling how it will go. We've just got too much. Cavani being in form is a massive plus for us. If you play Pogba in that hole, it means we can release Greenwood as well. And you know
that's
what?
the key battles, isn't it?
Yeah, Greenwood, Bruno, Cavani, Rashford. One of them will hit it. Do you know what I mean? One of them will have a game. And Pogba in behind them, it's too much for them to handle. It should be too much. If these players have a complete meltdown, then, well, that's a different ballgame. But I'm expecting this team now to realise, because this could be their last chance. Next season, everyone's going to get stronger. They need this boost. They need this boost on Wednesday night, mate. And if they don't get it, I fear what will happen to this team and the squad and the confidence, because there's a lot of these players that have been doing this year in, year now, and failing every single time. How long can it go on? When does it start to really affect you in your head?
I think this comment here, Maggi, Villarreal will pass the ball around until Man United gets fed up. Is that going to be the key for Oli to kind of, build tactics where, Villarreal have to come at us? You know what I mean? Villarreal have to. It's not always just going to be us trying to pass through them or whatnot. We've got to be clever, man. Oli has to be clever. You know what I mean? And the lineup has to be clever. You can't just give it to them and say, that lineup here, this one here, I don't know who put it here, but this is the reality of the lineup. It's the reality of the lineup, people. And it's like, who would do that? Now, Man City final against Chelsea, I don't know Chelsea's squad, for the final. I don't know Man City squad. If Cancelo or Sinchenko are going to play, if Rodri or Fernandinho are going to play, if Jesus is going to play, I don't know.
Or is City going to play a back five? Because
you never know. They might play back five. There you go then. It's for me, but I look at Oli and I always think he's always giving the receipt out first. He's always giving the people a head start. And I'm thinking, Oli, man, for your own sake, for everyone's mental health, don't give in too early. Don't give us something to say, you know what, this is what we're going to do. You know what I mean? And that's my worry, man. It's too simple. And if Rashford plays on the right side and doesn't accommodate Greenwood, who I think for me could be a threat in this game, one chance, one goal.
It's not even that, Greenwood deserves to start on the right-hand side, because let's be honest, Pogba will probably play on the left. And the thing is, when you're playing low-block football, which Villarreal, we're assuming are, Greenwood is so quick in and around the box. You can go one way, you can go the other. You need players like him. With Rashford, we're going to see it. The only way he's going to be useful is when he's going to go outside and put ball in, because we're going to see it. Rashford, he's not too-footed like that. He's going to come inside, he's going to come into Villarreal bodies. That's all it's going to be if he plays on the right. But we've seen it with Oli, he has his favourites. Greenwood is always the easy target because he's so young. So I don't see him starting either.
And with the Cavani thing, Adam, you know what I mean? I watched him at the game, man. He's unbelievable the first half. Second half, mate, he was running around, mate, and no service, no nothing. You know what I mean? It was just literally getting through the game. And I thought to myself, we can't allow that to happen, mate. You know what I mean? We can't, because if he doesn't play up front, Martial won't be in there. He'll probably be, won't have that match fitness and whatnot. You know what I mean? In terms of ideas right now, do you reckon Oli's got a plan for Villarreal, or are you just hoping for the best?
I think he's got a plan. I think it's overly defensive, mate. I think he's thinking limit and just try and sneak a win. That's the game. And really, you should be just looking at it going, look at that team there. Even the team that someone brought up, then we're all moaning about it because it's so predictable. But you got a forward line of Pogba, Rashford, Cavani, Bruno. There's so much quality in this team. So much quality in it. It's criminal how we don't see it week in, week out. And it's like people, because this is what I meant by everyone getting used to it and standards dropping. It's like people are looking at Bruno's stats that don't count rather than the ones that really do count. People will look at how many yards Pogba has run, and he doesn't suit the left-hand side. Do you know what I mean? We're looking for the way out all the time. And how long, and like I said then, how long can this team continue playing together when they know if they don't win this trophy? I honestly think it's the last chance for him, mate. I really do.
You reckon?
A last chance for this team, this squad, because if they don't win a trophy soon, then it's going to start playing on them, mate. It's going to start playing on them. Cavani not getting service, that's normal. It's Fred and McTominay in midfield.
Yeah.
It's clear as day. It's clear as day.
Over-reliance.
That midfield gets a lot of the ball. Like I said, the opposition don't see them as a threat. And rightly so. Rightly so. We're too predictable. And that's why teams can... Did you know what? It's like, I don't know who said it the other week to me, actually. Someone said it the other day, even on another video. He said, look, all any opposition has to do to us is look back the last 3 months.
Easy.
And know exactly how United are going to play, because we don't change. We don't change. So we're easier to set up against. We're easy in that sense because we don't change. We haven't got an adaptability. We don't change the players. Everyone knows the limitations of our squad because we don't rotate it enough. And that's how you set up against United. They'll know how to nullify us. And Ollie's got to think, you know what? Yeah, clean sheet might be great, but the longer this game goes on, the more concerned I am. That's how it looks. I mean,
I remember I was nervous for Ajax final. Remember, I was in Walkabout Bar in Primworks, man. I was nervous for Ajax, and that was a young side. I don't think we played well that day, but we got the result. You know,
Ajax were dreadful that day.
Dreadful, mate. Dreadful.
But I think there's so much pressure on that game because we didn't have Champions League football beforehand.
Yeah.
So that was basically our season there.
Yeah. Russ Mank here with a super chat. Big up to Russ Mank. Goes 100% these lot will bottle the final. Everybody knows how to win, and Ollie will be smiling. At least we finished second. Statman, are you concerned about the midfield and the defense in terms of that's going to be literally our Achilles heel, but that's also the spine of the squad? You know what I mean? When you look at it, right? Luke Shaw, I think he's had a few, different games in terms of Liverpool and Fulham game. I don't think that he's been at his best. Lindelof, oh my God, mate. Oh my days. When he got turned, you should have seen the groans in the East Stand. Absolutely crazy. Couldn't believe it. Everyone was like, useless. Absolutely rubbish.
The man is weak.
I know. And then you got Twanzebe. Yeah, go on.
This is Spanish opposition kind of thing, isn't it? So this should be more of his game. Like, they're not going to be the most physical side, are they? Don't get me wrong, they have a couple physical players, but I don't expect them to like rough up Lindelof kind of thing.
I'm not seeing this, Anas. I'm not seeing that.
What's the name? It was the young kid who was making his debut for Fulham up front.
Fabio Carvalho, I think it was.
Yeah, how old was he again?
18, I think.
Yeah, so he's not developed. The man brushed Lindelof aside.
Yeah, there you go then.
I don't need to say any more than that. He looked
good, by the way, that guy. Looked good.
It was pathetic. And
then you got Twanzebe. I don't know if you've seen that moment where he slipped. And I was like, what? It looked like he had it then, and then he slipped, and I thought, much sharpness, no rhythm, no confidence.
Mate, this is what happens when you don't play. The pressure is so high.
It's magnified,
ridiculously high. People moaning at Dean Henderson the other week. He's under more pressure than any player in that team.
Crazy.
I feel sorry for these young lads right now coming into this because everyone's the spotlight's on them and they're like looked upon as a saviour rather than trying to start their career. It's like, is this the next big thing? Oh, he's not scored for 3 games. Let's leave him out. Yeah, we'll just wean him in. Look at Axel right now, man. I mean, he came back from Villa. I thought, you know what? Perfect chance. You know what I mean? It's like, pretty much like Lampard did with their youngsters. Mount, Abrahams, from the Derby, from the Villa. Came in from a championship season, full season of football, ready to go. Start him at the start of the season on a level playing field with everyone. No, didn't happen. And he just does not get game time. And
the thing is, it's not
no wonder your confidence is that low.
It's not even about being on a level playing field. Like, rotate him when we don't, like, when we're playing like Rochdale or something. When we're 4-0 up against Real Sociedad, you still play Bruno for 45 minutes. You're still not taking off or trusting your second string players. And I think the previous super chat said when Ollie, he's going to be clueless on the bench or something. Whoever Ollie brings off the bench hasn't played enough. Donny van der
Yeah, I
Beek
know.
hasn't played enough.
He hasn't
they're gonna
played
be
enough.
rusty anyway.
Yeah.
And
But
I think
we've seen that stat, man. We've seen that against Leicester. There were a team there that were with Ole.
exactly.
There were a full team that have not played enough and are not part of the cause and not part of this squad going forward. That's how it looked to me.
And most of the season, our points off the bench have been Cavani or Greenwood coming on.
Greenwood,
Greenwood or Rashford, one of them are going to be on the bench, and Cavani's going to start. So who are you looking off the bench to make an impact?
Most of them are cheerleaders, man, on the bench. Most of them have become cheerleaders and mentors. Matt is a mentor now.
Mate, this whole talk about Matt, it will be decided at the end of the season what happens with Matter. Hello? So I'll make the decision right now for you. F off in the most polite way possible, Matter. You're not doing anything for this team. Ole, there is 120 grand, 150 grand's worth of wages there that can go on a player who can actually help us.
But did you not hear what he said, though? Just because he's been nice and because he's been, kind of, lingering around and being okay with it, they might offer 1 more year on his contract.
Stupid. Absolute brain dead.
I know.
It's brain dead, mate. That is just ridiculous. Because, like I said, how the hell is someone like Garner going to get a chance when Mata's sat on that bench in front of him? Because Ollie's going to keep putting Mata there ahead of these young kids. Do you know what I mean? That's why the likes of Axel, it's a different position. I know that, but this is why you've got Andreas Pereira to come back this season. He's getting in the way. Do you know what I mean? We've got some good young players coming back into this team or trying to break through, but we've got this deadwood crap in the way. And I mean this in the nicest way possible, Matter. He has been very, very good for us, but there's a time when you go, thank you, see you later. There's an ambassadorial role or whatnot. Let's move it on now. Let's get someone else in who can sit on that bench and impact a game when he comes on.
But you see the problem here with United, with how we recruit players. Like someone said, Matters on £160,000 a week.
Yeah, he is.
There you go. That's the problem straight away. Who's going to pay that much money? We saw it with Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez had to go on a loan initially, and then I think did we not release him or something to reduce the wage?
2-year loan, wasn't it? It was a 2-year loan or something.
Yeah, we did. We just let him go so we could clear his wages.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think Brandon Williams is probably more than Trent Alexander-Arnold or something. I think that just says all about United's recruitment. Yeah. And wage structure.
Well, Edison's on 80 grand a week at City, and he's one of the best keepers in the world, if the best keeper in the world now.
Sergio Romero's probably on more. No, guys.
Yeah, there you go then. For me, I just look at it and I think, the De Gea vs Henderson debate, I think that will carry on. I think, I don't know what Ollie's doing here, but he needs to sort that out. I don't know why that's not been sorted out, Adam. It's getting a bit crazy. He is making it hard on himself. He just needs to be brutal. He just needs to go, this one. Pick a player, for God's sake, Ole. And if he comes out and says, there's a reason I'm playing both of them because we can use both of them through a season, it's not going to work. It really won't work, mate. It's not. A number 2 is a number 2. Look at Liverpool. Look at City. Do you know what I mean? You know who number 1 is. I know.
You know. Here, right now, we haven't got a clue. Someone's come in with the right attitude and he's made some mistakes in Henderson. And people are on his back saying, he's not ready for Manchester United. Well, let's be fair here. He's coming to a team which is on its ass. David De Gea came into a team that had some of the best defenders that we've ever seen at the football club.
They've got to make a decision.
Give the kid a chance.
Yeah,
you're right though, mate. Make a decision.
Make a decision. Balls. Yeah, because for me, you know me, I'm more De Gea than Henderson. But at the end of the day, if it means that Man United are going to have stable defense and a team where you know who your number 1 is.
I'm the same. Everyone knows.
Remember Tim Carroll and Howard? Tim Carroll and Howard? You know what I mean? It was absolutely unbelievable. 1 week Howard, 1 week Carroll. You know what I mean? It was just awful. And I feel like then Van der Sar came in. Thank God for that, man. But, I think when you look at Adam, we just need stability. And that's why I'm worried about.
One or the other. Pick one. I like Henderson more. But if Ollie goes, if he makes a decision and says, bang, one of them's gone. All right, I accept it. That's the cutthroat way I like football. It's like if he said to me, if he came in now, Ole, and just went, you know what? All these players have been playing week in, week out. But for this cup final, I'm going to go with Matic and Pogba in the hole. I'd go, oh, that's the sort of decisions I want. I'm looking at a game and going, we need to control the ball and use the ball well. Them two are our best ball players in that position. And he's like, oh no, Fred and McTominay done this. They've seen us through all around. Bollocks. Yeah. Have some balls and actually make a cutthroat decision that's going to win you a game. And this is what I don't like about him. I don't like using the word favoritism. I don't.
Well, I think it is, to be honest with you.
Why would you play Fred and McTominay continuously? Why? I don't understand, and I never ever will do. But I know Matic, no, he's not the answer for us. He's not. But I'm using it as an example to say, in a final, surprise me and go, bang, there you go. That's what I'm going to do here. It doesn't matter who's played in previous rounds, but he hasn't got that cutthroat nature.
Yeah. And you know what the worst thing about it is?
That's the worry.
You know the worst thing about it is, yeah, it's that worrying that I wouldn't even make changes for the final, Statman. I just say to him, what do you know best? Ollie, what do you know best? Do you know McFred is best?
Forget
okay,
that.
you do that.
It's not even about what Ollie knows best. Imagine the Man United plays. Look at him, man. The guy's rusty at times.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you. That's my point. You wouldn't want to even put Johnny. It's like, again, Adam's favourite word, lamb to the slaughter. You wouldn't want to put Fingy in there. You wouldn't want to put Johnny in there. You wouldn't want to put, you know what I mean, certain players in there. Even Bailly, would you want to put Bailly back in there now?
You see, because he had COVID, innit? And he hasn't looked great since he's come back from COVID.
No. He's not. He's just putting players in there for the sake of appeasing certain people and saying he's mixed it around. He'll actually come out at the end of the season, Ollie. I'm guarantee it. He'll say, oh, Donny van de Beek's made 30-odd appearances. And that's what he'll say. And I'll go, okay, then, how many minutes has he played? And that'll just completely kibosh the argument. He's counting 3-minute cameos as appearances.
How many continuous starts has he had? Like 2 games in a row?
Not 2 in a row. Never. Never 2 in a row.
For me, Bailly, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I'm on the Bailly hype anymore. I'll be honest with you. It's a very unpopular opinion, yeah, but I don't know about Bailly anymore. You know what I mean? I see in January. No, hold on 1 second. In January, I was all for him, yeah, but I think the stability of the defense here, I just don't know anymore with Bailly. He needs a proper centre half next to him. And then also, you need, I don't know what it is. It's like you got McTominay and Fred as well in there. I just don't know the best Bailly anymore. I don't. Remember that Bailly when we had the hardcore Bailly in there? You know what I mean? Cleaning up everything. Is that had no much rhythm? I don't know what Bailly is. I really don't. And is he going to get that form? I don't know.
We've done what United do, mate. We either make you or we break you. We will destroy a footballer's career. Simple as. We've always done it. It's not just we've done it under Ferguson. Not just all there, but this football club has a way of making or breaking you. You have to have the minerals. And by how many players have set off like a steam train at this football club and then just fallen off a cliff? And you know what? Statman's got a good point there, because every single player that has had COVID has struggled like hell to get back into any sort. I mean, I see Lascelles and Saint-Maximin at Newcastle. Pogba, another prime example. I mean, how long did it take him to come back? It's just. I mean, Saint-Maximin said he couldn't run to the end of his street. And we know what this guy's like. Steve Bruce said it took my players 2 months to come back from COVID. Even though they were there in person, it took them 2 months to get back. And Ollie's putting him in. He's saying perform now. You know what you'd say then, wouldn't you? You'd go, okay, Axel, for the sake of being fully match fit, you've got to play some. But we've said it again, he's not utilised his squad, and these players coming in cold. And match sharpness counts for something, especially when it comes to the end of a season. These players haven't got it.
No.
It's a risky one with Axel as well, because we saw them, the bar destroyed him. But at the same time, I think against PSG, he also did very good against Mbappe and Neymar. But at the same time, we did play back 5 that day from memory. Yeah. So it's a tricky one with Axel.
David Hunt says he'll be gone by Christmas with this McFred BS. By the way, big up to everybody who's tuning in right now. We've got 540 people watching live. Make sure you like the video, people, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we've got Fulham, you know what I mean, coming up tomorrow. Wolves. Not tomorrow. Sorry, Wolves. Fulham, that was long way, you know what I mean? Wolves, you know what I mean? Dan James coming back, you know what I mean?
Saviour. Oh.
It's good.
Oh man, this club's killing me. Dan James is coming back, people. So yeah, we've got Dan James to look forward to come back in. But for me, guys, I'll be watching that game and I'll just be like, yeah, just get this over and done with. I think Nuno will send his boys will probably want to win for him last game.
Yeah, and fans are back as well.
Yeah, fans are back in there as well. You know what I mean? I think, look, we always don't do well at Wolves. It's a tricky game. Remember that game last season, man? You know what I mean?
I despise the place. I despise it. And I know what's coming. I know what's coming this weekend. And you know what? I'm actually Keen's doing my watch along because it's my daughter's 9th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been so happy. I've never been so happy to have to miss the game. But,
man. Yeah, you got to, man. Now that everything's opened up, Adam, you got no excuses now. You know what I mean?
That's it. You just touched on Dan James there, actually. He's back now, so Ricky's not tweeted for over a week. I don't know what's going on, but
Dan James is better than Greenwood. I tell you that. Mate.
I hope you're all right, Ricky, mate. Wherever you are, pal, let us know that you're okay. But Dan James coming back, perfect game to play him in it because it's just one of them. Let's just throw whatever on the pitch and let's just get this game out of the way. That's what it's going to be. He's already hinted that he's going to make big changes.
He is, yeah. So, big changes, man. You know what I mean, Adam? And Statman, big changes, but I don't think this will give us any kind of rhythm going into the game.
Wait, what do you mean big changes, though? Because
he'll make a whole route. Listen, he has to. We got to play Sunday, then Wednesday. These guys have been knackered, man.
Because what I was saying, against Tuesday goes full strength. Make sure you win that game against Fulham. Get a bit of confidence going into the Europa League final. But now,
I don't think we are.
I think Ollie semi-rotates it. So I do think people I think Juan McFred will play. I think maybe Wan-Bissaka will probably play knowing Ollie. So I think that just says it all. Because I don't think he trusts... It's an interesting one because we don't need to win this game, but at the same time, we need to win this game just for a bit of confidence.
I want to know the winning of feeling, the feeling of winning, man. You know what I mean? I want to know what it feels like. I just don't know at the minute what it feels like to win. I just was at a game yesterday, at the Fulham game, and I was just like, I was looking at the cobwebs in the roof. I'm thinking, bloody hell, the rain gonna come down, or am I gonna get soaked in it? I think for me, right, I think there's a lot of problems right now, and it needs to be fixed for the final. It really, really needs to be fixed for the final. And if we don't do that, Statman, just imagine, man, we don't win that Europa League, man. The inquest, the feeling afterwards of, wow, you know what I mean? We've missed a chance to finally get the mentality back, and we haven't done it, haven't gone over the line, you know what I mean? It would be, for me, a travesty, man. It would be a travesty.
He should be sacked if we don't win the Europa League final, straight away. But we know they're going to give him a new contract anyway.
You can't give him a new contract. They really can't do that. He should just keep his job for getting second and see what he can do next year and just start planning it, doing it properly.
Yeah, I said that as well. You see next season here, no one's going to come in for Ollie. You think Bayern are going to come in for Ollie or Crystal Palace or something?
No one's coming in for him, mate. So nobody. This is his last. This is his last job. Yeah, this is his last job in one of the big teams in European football. Quite clear it is. But like I said before, seconds in the league or conferring Champions League football keeps you your job, doesn't earn you a new contract. Simple as. It stops you getting sacked. That should be fair and that should be a standard set. And I'm all willing to be proven wrong that Ollie can actually take us to that next level. We all are. Because we're all still football fans of this football club, but the reality is we've seen the same thing 2 seasons in a row now, and all these people saying chill out, second in the league, his credentials have been proven. Well, no, not exactly.
Not when next season when we get smacked up.
We need to know when we go into next season that we can take that next step. There's only one more step to take. There's one more position to take.
And also,
got third,
it's a reality.
Got second.
Yeah.
Next spot, you know what I mean?
And it's a reality that this season in the Premier League, people, before we just wrap this up, if you look at the Premier League, Chelsea, if they win, could be 1 point behind us. Yeah.
Get that.
And Liverpool, if they win, could be 2 points behind us. Exactly. So the reality, I've always said this from day one, the reality is, have we really had a good season? It'll all depend on the Europa League. It really will do. But the Europa League, boy, oh boy.
You see the United Liverpool thing, yeah? I think that just says it all. We're only 5 points ahead of Liverpool, and this was I think this has been one of Liverpool's worst seasons in recent years.
Yeah.
And this has been our best season post-Fergie. And looking at that, yeah, we conceded more goals than Liverpool in the league this year.
I know.
And they played centre mids in defence. They've lost Jordan Henderson. They've lost Van Dijk, Joel Gomez. I think that just says it all about defensive coaching and structure.
Predictions for the let's go for 2 predictions. Wolves. I'm gonna go for 1-1.
Let me write this down.
Yeah. 1-1. Adam, what are you going for?
Oh God. 1-0 Wolves.
Wow. Statman, what are you saying? Wolves by United. Get in the comments, people, as well. We're gonna get the Europa League predictions as well.
I'll probably go 1-0.
No, we're not gonna get Europa League. We'll leave Europa League because I feel like I can't just think about that. Yeah. I'm leaving Europa League for now. You know what I mean? My mindset's not even there. I need to get to Tuesday night. You know what I mean? Then I can think about it. But yeah, go on.
I'll go 1-1 as well if we're lucky. But I'm not confident.
Yeah, if we're lucky. 1-1, 2-0, 3-1, 2-0 Wolves. Yeah, I think. Anyway, people,
sorry, mate. They'll have a full squad out. It's last game for Espirito Santo. They'll buy fans in the stadium. They'll be absolutely buzzing for it. Our Reds will not be in this game. They will not be in this game. United says they're looking at Wednesday. That's what's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
You think it's the right time for Nuno to go as well?
Yeah. I think it was
Tottenham, innit? It's going
Tottenham, man. Let's see, man. Hopefully they get him in there. Absolutely. You know, he destroyed Tottenham again. Exactly. Mourinho 2.0, mate. But people, yes, Big Six. I'm on it in about a couple of minutes, people. That's why we're going to wrap this up right now. Big up to everybody who's tuned in. Big up to the sponsors of Lebom. Make sure you go check it out. Link is in the description. Statman Baines, follow him on Twitter and Instagram, people. Also, make sure you go check out Adam Match TV. Link is in the description. You know, I'm trying to say. And yeah, man, we're out, people. Make sure you like the video, man. There's a lot of you here, man. There's nearly 600 of you here. And you guys haven't smashed a like on the video, man. Well, you know what I mean? Most of you haven't. So please, if you're watching this right now, smash a like on the video. And if you're new, then you know what to do. Get subscribing. And yeah, man, we'll be back. When will we be back? Yeah, we'll be back Sunday, man. I'm having a Saturday off, people. Sunday night. Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday night on Adam's channel. Yeah, Sunday night on Adam's channel, 7 o'clock.
I'll have some birthday cake for everyone.
Yeah, hopefully, I'll come down to, you know what I mean, your ends and I'll go and get it, you know what I mean? But yeah, people, like the video, subscribe to Saeed TV, and we're out, people. Love, peace.